All right, so in this section, we're going to write the equation of a line given the graph, 2 points, or the slope and a point. So remember, the equation of slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where m is your slope, b is your y-intercept. So example A. So we want to find the slope, and it doesn't have any points, but you want to choose a point that goes through the corner of the table of the graph. All right, so there's one point. Here's another point. There's lots of points you could choose from. Now we need to find the slope. So how much are we rising and how much are we running to get from one point to the next? All right, so we rose 1 and we ran 1, 2, 3. That's -3 because we went left. So your slope is -1/3. B, that's where it crosses the y-axis. And it crosses the y-axis at the ordered pairs 0, 1, 2, 3. So it crosses at 3. So now just write it into your equation. Y equals -1/3 x plus 3. Okay, now for B. All right, choose 2 points. So this one already has points here and way up here. Not way up there, but way up here. So now find your slope. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We rose 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we ran 5. And that's a positive slope. It's going puff, puff, positive. So my slope is 11/5. My y-intercept is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, -7. So your equation would be y equals 11/5 x minus 7. And that's your slope-intercept form. Now for C. What type of line is C? It's a horizontal line. And horizontal lines, the slope is 0. And it crosses the y-intercept at -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Okay? So anytime you have this, your equation is going to be y equals -5. So horizontal lines will always be y equals, and then the number, the y-intercept. All right? Now, for A down here, okay? What is the slope of this line? It's a vertical line. Vertical lines, the slope is 0. Oopsie. So it's a vertical line. Vertical lines are always up and down. My slope is 0. My y-intercept, we don't have one. None. Because it doesn't cross that y-axis. So when you have a vertical line, it's always going to be x and whatever x it intercepts. 1, 2, 3, 4. X equals 4. And that's the equation of that line. Okay? Now we're going to write an equation of a line given a point and a slope. So this method is going to be called point-slope formula, point-slope method, and we will use the point-slope formula. And the point-slope formula is y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. So you have your ordered pair, which is x1, y1, and you have your m. All right? Then to get that into slope-intercept form, you would just solve for y. So let's look at some examples. Give the equation of the line passing through the given point and with the given slope. Write the equation in slope-intercept form. All right? So let's go ahead and plug this in. So this is x1 and y1. and our m, of course. So let's do this. So we have y minus 5 equals negative 2/5 x minus negative 3. Okay, so I'm going to distribute that negative 2/5. And yeah, we'll probably have some ugly numbers, but that's okay. So we have y minus 5 equals negative 2/5 x. And this is going to be plus minus 6/5. So now I'm going to add 5 to both sides. All right. When I add 5, I'm going to end up with y equals negative 2/5 x plus, okay, and 5 becomes 25 over 5 when I turn that into a fraction. So negative 6 plus 25 is going to give us 19/5. And that's your equation in slope-intercept form. Okay, now for B. So we have x1, y1, y minus 2 equals 1/2 x minus 1. So that's my point slope equation. Now I'm going to solve for that y. So I'm going to distribute the 1/2. So when I do that, I'm going to get y minus 2, 1/2 x minus 1. Add 2 to both sides. Y equals 1/2 x plus 1. And that's your equation of the line that goes through 1, 2, and has a slope of 1/2. Write an equation of a line given 2 points. Okay, so what you're going to do here, you're going to find the slope, then use your point slope formula. So you're going to find the slope given the 2 points, and then use your slope and your ordered pair to plug into your point slope form, and then solve for y. All right, so let's do this. All right, so first of all, let's find the slope. M equals y2, this is group 1, this is group 2, negative 14 minus negative 14 over x2 minus x1, 11 minus negative 16. Okay, so when I subtract a negative, I'm going to be adding. So negative 14 plus 14 gives me 0 over 11 plus 16 is 27. Okay, so that's going to reduce to 0. So there's my 0. That's my slope. Choose an ordered pair. I'm just going to choose this one. So I'm going to circle it. So I'm going to plug it into my equation. All right. So I have y minus negative 14 equals slope, which is 0, x minus negative 16. Okay, so I'm going to simplify this. Y plus 14 equals, and when we multiply 0 times anything, we're just going to be left with 0. Okay, so I'm going to solve for y. So I'm going to subtract 14. And I have y equals negative 14. And that's my equation of the line. And if you look right here, notice both of them has y's that are negative 14. All right, so now for B. Probably won't be that easy. So let's find our slope. Here's group 1, here's group 2. So m is equal to 8 minus 14 over 16 minus negative 4. 8 minus 14 is going to give me negative 6 over 16 plus 4 is 20. And oh gosh, that can reduce to negative 3/10. So that's my slope. Now choose an ordered pair. Either ordered pair, does not matter. Okay, I'm just going to choose this first one. So I have y minus 14 equals negative 3/10 x minus negative 4. All right, so I'm going to distribute that negative 3/10, and I get y minus 14 equals negative 3/10 x minus 12/10. And that 12/10 will definitely reduce, and that will reduce 2, because 2 goes into both of those, 6/5. Okay, so add 14 both sides. And I get y equals negative 3/10 x, and then I have negative 6/5 plus 14. And that 14, to get that into a like denominator, I want you guys to continuously review fractions. So it's going to be 5, and then 5 times 4 is 20, 0 here, 70. Okay, 70 over 5. Okay, so we have negative 6 plus 70, so that's going to give us plus 64 over 5. And that's your equation in slope-intercept form. All right, now for C. Group 1, Group 2, I have m equals negative 13 minus 11 over negative 3 minus 8. I get negative 24 over negative 11. Two negatives give me a positive 24 over 11. All right, so that's my slope. Now I'm going to choose an ordered pair. It doesn't matter which ordered pair you choose, just choose one. I'm going to stick with the first one. So I have y minus 11 equals 24 over 11 x minus 8. Okay, so I'm going to distribute that 24 over 11, and I get y minus 11 equals 24 over 11x minus, oh, this is going to be a good one. 4 times 8 is 32, carry 3, 192 over 11. Okay, add 11 to both sides. All right, when I do that, that 11 becomes, when I get common denominator, that 11 is going to be 121 over 11. Okay, so negative 192 plus 121, I end up with y equals 24 over 11x minus 71 over 11. And that's your final answer. Okay, thank you for joining me for slope.